Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to another Wow Now with Lori Cole, where we play World of Warcraft through the lens of the decor items and the gameplay that the game actually gives us. This was the most exciting thing that WoW has brought out in years, the ability to create your own house, to actually do things in the game that other people can see, they can visit, they can share. And it's a new level of gameplay that the game really needed and the fans embrace. There's all sorts of websites, there's all sorts of YouTube channels out there all devoted to this now. And one of the Discord channels I'm on is the Wacky, which does a lot of this stuff. But when I went around to create these things, these places in the game, I really kind of liked the idea of doing something that was really related to Quest for Glory. And that's what I wanted to share with you, is the Quest for Glory aspects that you can bring into the game of World of Warcraft. When I started out and started building, of course I built something with her things, but the first one I built that was kind of World of Warcraft and Quest for Glory was the Baba Yaga house. And so let's take a fast look at this. This is what the house looked like, a chicken-legged house with a fence of bones, seated in the beautiful graveyard of mist and scary stuff. This was my version of Baba Yaga in the game. She is a troll. There she is standing on the front porch of her house. And there she's standing under the gate looking towards the back of the house. And you can see the chicken legs, quote unquote, and the interior of the house. So I created that and thought, where do I go from here? I mean, Baba Yaga's a great character, yes, but I know a character that's even better, and that is the Gnome Anne and her inn. So the last couple of times I've done this, I showed off the building of the house and what the inn looks like. And it was all good and well, and it was fun, and there were a lot of fun things to show off, but you know, it was missing something. It was missing a bit of wackiness. It was missing the craziness that a gnome in Quest for Glory has. So it was very important to me to bring back that degree of crazy fun, just plain unusual and fun things to do in World of Warcraft. So let us go back and see the wackiness that I've added to World of Warcraft by playing Anagramma. If you played Quest for Glory, you'd know Anagramma ran an inn in Marite, and she was a struggling inn owner until you, as the player, the hero, comes in and helps her, and well, you become a hero. Well, you are a hero, but you become king or the hero of the land, and well, Anne was able to capitalize on that, and so she made a lot of money. And my thought is, she took that money and she built an inn in World of Warcraft. And here we have her. There is Anagramma, no man. And she'll wave at us. And this is her inn. And this is what the inn looked like last time we were here. It's only changed a little bit. The outside's mostly the same, but we've added a new dog house to the outside of the inn because, yes, of course, she has a dog. Of course, her dog is a Larmo dog. And he is a mechanical dog and probably doesn't need a doghouse, but he is the guard for this place. And the other thing that she needed here was somebody to manage the place, because she can't do this all by herself, and she doesn't have her whole team of gnomes to help her. So she hired a very unusual group of helpers for the game to run her in. And those helpers are the Gurgles. This is the front of the inn. And this is the desk, the front desk. And behind the front desk, you will see her manager, Gurgle. He is the most responsible Gurgle in the house. He'll help you sign in, he'll get you a room, and he'll give you a place to stay. We have that interesting portrait on the wall. We have an Easter egg hiding in the corner because, of course, there are Easter eggs hiding all around here because that's the way to have fun. So we'll go over to the cafeteria part, the little coffee shop with the cakes and donuts in the cupboard, and we'll have the second Gurgle that helps out here. He'll be happy to sell you some coffee. As you can see, there are places to stand on so that Gurgles, who are not much taller than Gnome Anne, can actually, get to the counter and serve. Or get up on the counter if they have to. So, there's the red Gurgle. Over here, we have the theater with an audience of several Gurgles. Well, a Gurgle baby, and another Gurgle watching this amazing play put on about the Zandalari Loa Wansamdi and a Gurgle who just came to make a deal with Wansamdi. And we've got the Zandalari curtains there, and that's to show we're in the Trollansman. So they put on a play here. Over here, we have a Gurgle waiting for his supper. Because after all, once you have Gurgles working for you, you attract a lot of Gurgles to this place. We've got some interesting wall pieces. This is a flamingo, and here's a lovely plushie. You can see hiding among the things are various Easter eggs here, there, and everywhere. Well, we'll go back here and find the kitchen. And here, the Gurgles are at work. We have them carefully carrying out a bottle of wine, some bread, and these two are bringing in the fruit from the refrigerator out there with their wagon. We have a Gurgle over here roasting a boar on a spit and making a stew. This one's bringing a lobster tail out to the front for somebody to eat. We have a Gurgle washing dishes. After all, we'll have to get up on the counter just like the Gurgles do. It's washing a cup. This one's preparing a bread and fruit plate, and these two are preparing food on the stove. Here we have some Gurgles getting down some dishes from the shelves. So, all in all, I think that the Gurgles will add a touch of whimsy and some wackiness with their help. I can just see them and hear what this place will be like if you turn this thing into motion and are listening to the Gurgles work. We have a refrigerator unit, And if you look inside, I see that a gurgle has frozen. They've been in there too long. Have to get the ice picks to come in here and chop him out so that he can go on with his life and go back to work. We have the storage area back here. Here's a gurgle trying to push that barrel into his cart to take it out. We have these gurgles trying to get something down from that tall shelf. It is a disadvantage when you're short. And, you know, certainly any gnome will be able to sympathize with the gurgles as they try to do their work. Because there's a lot of stuff and it's up pretty high. So, back in this back area, we have the gurgle room, the gurgle bedroom. So each one can have their own bed, own customized bed. There's a gurgle asleep over here. We can go, there's their gurgle pet. We'll come up here to the second floor. Plenty of beds up here. So yes, even the gurgles like to have some individuality. Come up here, to the top row of gurgles. And there's a gurgle asleep. That gurgle has his stuffed lion pet that he's holding as he sleeps. And all sorts of beds all here so that every gurgle can have a place to sleep. And since there's so many gurgles, well, they often share a bed because there's too many gurgles. And besides, there's probably a night staff and a day staff, so this is probably the night staff that's still asleep right now. Somebody has their stuffy on their bed too. So with this system, everything is placed one piece at a time. I have a lot of items I can put into things. Some of these things have to be put together, like the shelves and things. They're called kit bashing when you put several things together to create something. Now there's the stage and the stairs into the stage. We could go behind the stage. Stairs, because after all, you know, we have to have these things sized perfectly for gnomes and gurgles, although that's not the only guests we want to have here. Isn't that so, Alarmobot? So we can start the egg hunt. There's an egg. That's a gnome-faced egg. Ooh, there's an egg. Up there on the shelf is a purple egg. And if we come around here, there's a blue egg. And hiding up with the lion stuffy up there is another blue egg. They're on the cushions because, after all, if you're going to be a gurgle and sit at the table, you have to get some cushions so that you can get up to the table. There's an egg up there, a red egg with stripes. Ah, there's another gnome egg over here. And there's a blue egg there. And another blue egg here. And that might be all the eggs for now. There can always be more eggs. I'll have to get some more to hide around. But that's the sort of thing you can do, is come to this place, try and find all the eggs. Try to find the wacky stuff, like the stuffed head over the fireplace, because all our games had a stuffed something head over the fireplace. This one has a glowing blue nose, so it's not Rudolph, but It's definitely in that neighborhood. All right, let's go back out here. Here's the parlor, and we've got lovely walls of different colors, a nice fireplace area, a gurgle that's happily reading his book, and you know, you could sit out here and enjoy the moment at the sun, well, or at least the fireplace warming your weary bones as you sit. Plenty of places here. It's a great place to stay. We have a full bathroom over here. A nice counter. Yes, it should have some maybe a stool. Really needs a stool here. Let's see if I can find one.
Please.
I will go into my edit house mode and I'll look for a stool. And there's a nice small wooden stool. That's perfect. We need a stool here, and well, you know, it needs to be, let's see if that's the right height. Not very well. It needs to be a little larger, so therefore we'll come here and we will scale it up a bit. That's better. Let's see if we bring it there.
Oh.
There. Scale it up a bit. Yep, I got caught. And we moved it up. All right. Put it back down. Now we have a nice stool that will help us get to there. And let's dye it to go with this room. I don't have many dyes, but I do have a few. Apply. There. So now we have a nice way of getting to the sink when we need it. We have a toilet there. And up here we have, hard to get up that step. And we have a bathtub, and there's a gurgle playing with a flamingo in the water.
Okay.
So
you're in front and on.
So yes, this room has been redone just for Gnome Anne. She can do her ledger, do her reports here. And, of course, we have to have more rooms. Go up the stairs. A little of everything for everyone here. Little areas for all the different people who stay here, including a lot of my alts have their own special place here. So, the ways to add wackiness to the game. Well, if you look at the walls, you'll see that all the walls are, you know, have a choice. They could be wooden.
The bosses could be facing in the direction we will be.
Here we have plain walls in this room. The plain, ordinary walls. So, to make sure that this place comes to life, we have to wallpaper everything. That one looks, oh, this one lost its wall color. Yeah, tisk. I don't think I have the right wall color for that. Have to get to a different character to actually do that. Cause, alright, that one should have been, like, I don't want that color. Could have been there. We could make it that color. That goes with that draped right there, and it's different. Or that color, which kind of goes in with the colors. Certainly goes well with the murals and things. So yeah, we'll apply that. Or we could get more dramatic. That's certainly more dramatic, and it's certainly different. So yes, the trick is to balance out the aesthetics, which is make it crazy, but still make it attractive, so that it isn't just a hodgepodge mess. So that is one of my goals in creating this thing, is to keep it lively, give the player always something to look at, something to enjoy, but at the same time, could customize the stairs. We could change the stairs to Silver Moon Medium. Wow! We could go that route, but that looks expensive and far beyond the budget of a normal gnome. But we could go to Behemoth Medium. And that's nice, but it doesn't capture the hominess that the rest of this place has. So we should just go back to using the folk medium. And that's the style that we've got going for this bottom part, which I think works well. So there we have it. A little bit of wackiness. I'm telling a story here with the gurgles all around. Trying to make sure that everywhere you look, there's something fun to look at, something fun to see. Everything has to be hand-colored effectively. And then next week we'll have a different play that the gurgles will put on, so that we'll always keep that going. And I'm sure that we'll have new things to show off inside the next time we go through here, because I don't want to bore you with things that you've already seen, like for instance the gnome statue in the thing. I think that's her tribute to her love, Bunny Bones, who is not here. Let us go back outside. To appreciate the outside. It's running towards sunset, so let's see. Sun is setting. Colors of the sky are changing. Oh, let's go on our ground mount. We'll ride Big Slick for a bit. This is Big Slick. So you too could ride a snail, a giant crystal snail in World of Warcraft. It's a good way of showing off all the details of the house. We now have a flamingo statue in the front. In addition to the dog house, you can see all the clouds and the lighthouse out there. You come over here and here's a gurgle that's sitting in this swing. So yes, the gurgles are outside too. This one is sitting here enjoying the sunset. And for the raccoons that are running around the room, that's not so good because they'll get into the food. Here is a nice picnic. So far, the raccoons haven't gotten in. Or, for instance, the ducks. And over here we have a custom swing with this gurgle sitting on the swing, wishing somebody would push him. Off to this side, well, our neighbor has changed their house up. It doesn't look like it did last time we were here. And we have a new neighbor up there. So people are moving into this neighborhood. which is good because, you know, it's nice to have neighbors. You can see a neighbor over there in the far distance. This just isn't a very active server because it's a generic. It doesn't belong to any one guild. So yes, and this is the perfect place to sleep out among the stars. So, tell me, did I capture some wackiness with this? Does it look like this is wacky enough? Do you think we should try and make it wackier? I'm not sure how. But I think it captures some of the essence of Gnome Anne, or at least gnomes in general. They like to have fun, like, you know, girls. Yeah. Yes, that is indeed how you get raccoons. Yes, yes, by having food out here. Well, clearly we'll have to put the food up, or those will be more than one raccoon running around our property. Like, well, there's a rabbit in addition to the raccoon. So yes, lots of critters. The great outdoors, so to speak, is coming here. Let's go up to those gulls and chase them away. There's another rabbit. And here's another gull. But this is an interesting property. There's also a bunch of ducklings and a mother duck there. But we won't worry about that. Oh, and there is the other thing you'll get. There is a rat. But, you know. So we definitely need to clean up our food. Thanks for joining us. Literally Nabisco Triscuit. No, my mind boggles at the idea of being literally a Nabisco Triscuit, but that's okay. So, that is our house. That is the system of build a house in World of Warcraft. If I'm on my property, I can click there. I'm just barely on my property. You can see the lines of the property. Let's go to that control. So I can only put things within the lines, or that have, I can push them slightly over the lines. And you can see that these are all different items that are put together to create these situations. But you pretty much start with a blank area and can do with it the way you want. I spent a long time looking around to find the perfect place for No Man's house. And I'll probably keep No Man's house just like this for a while. However, every player has two houses. One is for the Alliance, which gnomes are part of the Alliance. And the others are for the Horde. Let's go up. Take a look around. There is the house in the sunset. Let's go down a little bit deeper. I want to go. I think that's a neat picture for a sunset picture. What do you think? Control. Print screen. I have captured that image. And then we'll come over here and get the house from a different image, because the other thing I can do is, you know, basically take pictures, just like I'm doing photography. I can line up my shots. I can get them just right for where the animals are, wait for the bugs to get out of the way, and enjoy the pictures. And since the sky changes constantly, all day long, it will change. There, we got a nice print screen. So that it really depends on what time of day you are doing these things at. Let's get a little closer there to tighten it up to see what pictures you get. All right, there we have it. Yes, our neighbor over there had a nice house, but they've taken it all apart. This is an interesting house over here. Here's somebody's house with some things out in the yard. This is an interesting Kit Bash house. It's got a lot of different things here. There. I don't have that item. That's very cool. It looks like a giant egg that's hatching. A dragon egg, maybe. I don't have that one. I'm not sure I have that thing either. So, very fun. Things that I don't have. PvP flag. Challenge. There's a nice rainbow. It's rainbow time here. I mean, the light's right for rainbows on the falls. The game is really very beautiful. This area for building houses. Not only is it lovely, but there's all sorts of interesting things like birds and otters and dead fish. I mean, yeah. Even dead fish on the ground some places. Here's somebody's nice house. Look at that one. They've done some nice jobs on the outside of the house. That nice yard. Oop, not allowed on their property though. I could see that. But look at that place. Oh, they have one of the brand new houses in the game. Ah, that's far more creative than I would have thought possible in something like WoW. Really impressive. It truly is. It blew everybody's minds when it first came out, because they are allowing the players to basically, take the tools that the designers actually used to create this world. And look at this world. I mean, a lot of this is what the designers put in, but they did it the same way. They have little trees, and they put the trees in, and they put them where, arrange them and scale them and turn them to create this. And now they're letting the player do the same thing. That, though, this house is actually, as of 2 days ago, at the company store for things, they put this house up for sale. So this is not a standard house in the game. You could buy it for, I think it's $70. I want to say $70. You could buy that house and have it on your property in your game. And it's like, that's a lot of money to spend. These houses, this is somebody's house, they're free. I mean, if you have an account, you can, create your house, make it, customize it how you want. But you can spend money, in real world money, to buy things to put in your property. Buy this tree house, which I have to admit, super cool, but is it worth $70 of real money for? That's up to you. Here's somebody's house, and they haven't done a lot with it. That's their house. But their property is really fun. I mean, they have horses on their property, and they have a little lily pond on their property. This is part of the game. This is the cider mill here. See the people working on it, and they're just part of the scenery, part of the background. This one's somebody's private house. So they gave players really a feel for being in control and having something that's theirs in the game. That was somebody's private room. Now, my first place that I had my house was over here. In the misty, moisty things where I put my house. This was my property. And it's very cool, and it's great. It's got a great graveyard view right here. There's the neighbor's house. They've done some customizing to make it nice and cool and creepy. Because the one disadvantage that we don't have for building houses is when they first had this on beta, everybody had fire and then torches and things out in their yard, and they had it all lit up and everything, and they found out that was too much for the servers to handle, because this is a lot of stuff for them to have to keep track of. So they eventually had to take down most all the lights that you could put up in the game. The nice thing about, again, this place for houses, this housing area has all kinds of moods, and you can have creepy houses here right on the cemetery with flying books flying over your place, and crypts right behind you. Here's somebody's custom home here. And there's only a little bit of light that you can have outside, and it's always a workaround trying to get it in here. But then again, that's the Flight Master. So these are all in-game houses. I mean, game NPC houses, effectively. And string of lights that are NPCs. We're coming into the town. If we follow the roads around, we've got the town full of NPCs and things to... Here we come out into the sunlight again. Follow the road around. There's a custom house, and here's somebody's custom house that they've spent some time on to make it really fun. And it's all a matter of how much time do you want to spend making something uniquely yourself. We'll come slow swoop down into the town area. This is now part of the town. And the event for the town this time, I believe, are the ethereals. So right now we have all these strange people that are mummy-wrapped people are the ethereals, and they brought their goods and wares to town so that you can do quests for them, and you can actually buy the things that they have. Like, you could buy a hookah, you could buy these containers, you could buy these things for inside your house, and this is all showing you what tasks they set you on to try to get you to, do what they need. And we have a bunch of NPCs hanging around town, talking to the ethereals and all the ethereal technology. So I think it's every 6 weeks they bring in a new group to the center of the town. It's called an endeavor, and then you can buy specialized stuff with their salesmen after you've gained enough points and helped them enough to get the points. So here's the endeavor seller. He's selling, she's selling, sounds like more she. Selling a wide variety of things that you can add to the house. That, for instance, is what I'm using for my cake things on the coffee shop. This I think I have on the roof of the building. You could have a hookah. I have probably something of everything here, but not all of it's put up. Some of them is in inventory. Some of it's waiting to be put up.
Heed to your oaths.
And there are always people around. It feels very alive. And you can do things like, okay, there's a loose cobblestone, I'll fix it up. They give me points for neighborly. And if you get enough points, you'll get some currency for buying the stuff from these merchants. Those are all NPCs. So this is the decor stuff. It's fun. You could do you can create this person put in a huge fence outside, a wall outside their house. Sebon Sakura's house had created this on a tree house. just can do all sorts of things if you want to spend the time. Picking the right spot was important. There are a lot of locations, and that's why I'm on this quiet server, because the spot I have here is a very popular one for the Alliance side. I really like it because, you know, you come in the game across this covered bridge, and you've got this your own little hillock all to yourself here. Yeah, there's the couple things I got from those traders, the ethereals, because they looked fun and they matched the color of the roof, of course, so had to have some aesthetics. And of course, the paint job on the outside of these are all done with customization. So there's a lot you can do. There are, as I said, a few lights you could put on outside, and the windows here that glow, they're all part of the actual house. So you can do that. You can have a lot of windows in your place, which will give you, you know, some lighting system to it. But, I mean, really, wouldn't we all want to have day glow and lights on it and, you know, flashing lights here on the inside, you know? The other thing we've got is that you have a limit of how much stuff you can have in your property on the outside. And I could have 250 points of stuff on the outside, and guess what I have? 250 stuff on the outside. And the limit of items I can have in storage is 7,500, and I actually have 5,334 items in storage. Some of course, such as items from your shop, from the shop, will not count towards your storage limits. Yes. So yeah, I have room, but I have no room outside to put anything. I literally, to add the gurgles to this, just to give it a, you know, little more fun to it, I had to do things like remove some food from this kitchen area. I had to take some plants down from the, you know, the decoration around the house, just to put in a few gurgles to give it just the feeling that this place is alive with people, you know, doing things here. Sitting, even if it is just sitting and staring at the raccoons and the sunset. So this was where I could sit down beside the gurgle and we could get our picture taken together. There, just me and my gurgle. But when we come inside, it's another matter. Each room has its own number of items you can put in. So if I go back into the edit house, it says I have I have 4,340 limit for the inside, and I'm not there yet. I'm only, you know, over half, because they just added, I have my house leveled up to the highest ability. Let's do this. Let's stay in there, but let's go to this control. I cannot add any more. I can't level this up anymore. It's stuck there. Here's the floor plan for the house, though. Here we come into the entryway. This is the main room. This is a room you can't see because I walled it all out. It's got a huge cave system back here because I haven't figured out how to make that look like something that would be attached to no man's house. Here is the kitchen area for no man. And you can see the gurgles and the line of gurgles there. Here we have the hallway. There's the refrigerator unit. There's the frozen gurgle. Here's the storage area. Here's the top floor of all the beds, so you can see each bed was unique. We come over here and we have the staircase. We have floor 1. We're up on floor 2. And at floor 3, we're at the top. And that, well, we could show off that, I suppose. There's the magic room upstairs. So, I haven't shown that off recently. We could go upstairs. It looks bigger on the inside for sure. Does the interior floor plan has no relationship to the exterior? No. They do not connect at all. This is its own alternate reality. So yes, you have a TARDIS for your own house. I will go upstairs. The rest of this house, which I put some wallpaper in, you can see that I've changed colors here. The rest of this house is what I created for my various alts in the game. So, this room is the room for the paladins. And this room is the room for my main alt, Destry, the wizard, who is also a werewolf. So therefore he has the curtains drawn tight, and he likes clothes, so he has a big wardrobe and things like that. That's his private room. And we have this for my Coltiran, who is a sea. She has a gurgle on her bed, but that's a stuffed gurgle. That isn't a real gurgle. But she does have a pet lobster in her little fountain on her table. My druid, who is also from the land of Coltiris, which is a very sea-going people. So it's got all her stuff there. So every room reflects a different character, and all of these areas reflect a different kind of character or character class. This is the dragons that we have in the game, Drakthir. Here we come up into the night elves, because I do have night elves in the game. I have night elves and others, and this is their bedroom with a nice little resting area out here for sitting and contemplating the beauty of nature, that sort of thing. And then I have over here the gnome bedroom. So I will log out and go to a different gnome. I'll go to Marilee. Marilee, there, is the first of the gnomes I had in this game when they first were long, long ago, when this was a vanilla game. I created Marilee, my rogue. So, I thought I would show off her bedroom. Right now she's got her mining hat on. This is her bedroom. Well, actually, it's not just her bedroom. This is her bedroom. This is Candy Cane's bedroom. This is... Gotta go down the stairs. This is Anagramma's bedroom. So all of the gnomes sleep in the same room. Well, you know, they're short. And Marilee is an engineer, so she helped build this room. So it's built so that you can hop around to your various levels and get up. And that is Pinky's room. Pinky is a death knight. A death knight gnomes. So aren't night elves horde? They can share a house, or am I just misremembering? Night elves There's many flavors of elves in this game. One of which is a night elf. One of which, in effect, I will log out here so you can see, to actually show, the Alliance side started out with the night elves. And the night elves looked a lot like elves. The quintessential night elves. Those are the night elves. They look like that. They were the first elves. The druid. Let's log in. Oh, well, that's interesting. She is here. I wouldn't have thought it. Gosh, I guess I should play her more. Come in here. We are coming into an underground world. Yes, I haven't played her in a while. Yeah, okay. This is my night owl. And she's a typical night elf. She has the long ears, long hair, pale skin or earth-colored skin. This is not a bad place to show her off. And they were Alliance right from the start. Then, Art Barkless is Artie. Artie, thank you for joining us. Yes, yes. Okay, I misremembered. I phased around I've futzed around with WoW back in the beta days, but I didn't stick with it, and that was just a while back. Yes, indeed. So yes, it started out. That was the only kind of elf that you could play in the game, and that was in vanilla when it first started out. And this is the alright, cancel. This is the elf that you would see that in the opening credits for this thing is running along and suddenly becomes an animal in mid-flight. And you know, that's really very cool to just, you know, change shapes right in the middle of doing things. It's a lot of fun to play elves and play druids. They're one of my favorite classes. Alright, let's try logging out here again. We have 18 seconds because this isn't. But we have a beautiful view of this underground area that is diffused with light. And this is the Heronir, which is another type of elf. So, we started with the Night Elves. Then we added the Blood Elves. The Blood Elves are a group of elves that used to be night elves, but they liked their magic. They liked to do arcane magic, and the night elves did not approve of arcane magic for some obscure reason. And so therefore, they decided to kick the Blood Elves out. And the Blood Elves are kind of addicted to magic. They're like a bunch of, you know, people that have to use the arcane magic. They're very decadent people. I'll go here to the Horde House. Blood Elves came in the game in Burning Crusade. They became a character that you could play. And they were very interesting characters. Hedonistic elves that, you know, are not suddenly the nature-loving, you know, druid type of things. They're very power-hungry. This is my Horde House, and it now reflects what a blood elf is like. So let's go outside. I'm going to go out this door too. Into the Horde area, and we'll take a look at the house that's designed for blood elves. So, if we look at the pictures that I had originally for the Night Elf house. And the Night Elves, let's go to an exterior shot. You get a very, how different. This is the kind of house that the Night Elves like. You know, very woodsy. That is the Natazi is right there. There's their Night Elf house. And it fits in with the environment, and it's lovely. It's something hilarious having 2 layers of doors in your horde house, like a security door in a sketchy neighborhood. There's something to be said for that, yes. Let's see. This is my other elf here. And the other neighborhood. But yeah, it's a very different style of house. It's a very different look. That's the Night Elf. But now we're in the Blood Elves. And the Blood Elves are indeed a different group altogether. This is the Blood Elf house. It's magnificent. It's opulent. Let's go up here. Oh, he has the right mount. I'll go into his face, and we got this lovely area. And this is my favorite property in the game. This one with that view there. And it really looks nice, you know, to look at it from any angle here. We've got this lovely fountain here, and you can see the clouds, and you can see this. I don't get the sunset pictures from here. I just have the waterfalls. And it's pretty nice. I've got some remnants of the horde areas. There's more traditional horde area. There's a blacksmith. I have something in this house for all the classes and that. But there is something just, you know, very interesting about how the design of this, and it's very customizable too. This is a very different style house. Let's see if I can go find another Blood Elf house. You either, on the horde side, have a Blood Elf house or an Orc house. That's your choices. So, this is another server that's underwhelmed with people here, because I keep, you know, everybody picks the best spots, and then you have to go find a server that doesn't have the same things. They have this. This also has in their endeavor for the month, and the guildmaster or the game depends on who's running your area, will pick what the endeavor is, and this one just happens to be the same endeavor as the last one. But you can see that the vicinity of the areas, the landscape, the terrain and everything is very different between the Horde and the Alliance. The Alliance got the spookiest places, and the Horde has, well, it's got the beachfront properties, and it's got the waterfalls. So it's just a matter of what, but it also only has the 2 styles. You either have, as I said, the Horde style, the orc look, or you have the Blood Elf look, like the house I've currently got going here. It sure doesn't look like a lot of people here. That is really interesting. Not a lot of people on this server. I wonder where this is. Is it player character? Yeah, I don't know whose server this wound up being. But, so, to go back to what I was talking about, is the Blood Elves were second. And that was all the elves you could play for about 4 expansions. And then we come to the expansion that was the Legion, where the Legion attacks. And there we get the land of Suramar, and we get to have Suramar elves became part of the game. And they were a faction of elves. This is my Suramar elf, who have lived in a walled-off city for thousands of years, supported not by the blood, the magic that the Blood Elves had gone to, but a different one that was Moonwell, and the Moonwell sustained them, and they became very different from their other elven kin. And so it went for another couple of expansions. And there are subsets of elves now. But the current, newest elf in the game are the Hardenir. They are a cross between an elf and a troll, because the elves descended from the trolls, and they are the in-between stage between troll and elf. And so they are the latest playable race in the game. They can be either Alliance or Horde, so you can take your pick. They are uninteresting character. I like them. I don't have anybody leveled up because there's so much stuff to do in the game right now. But they lived in that underground land for so long. So they are a variety of the trolls / on the way to becoming elves that basically stopped in their growth and did not totally change. So yes, we'll go to their land, which we were briefly in, Harandar. There is that screen that you see what the Harandar's land looks like. And they live in these tree things. Wow, there's a lot of people here. I don't know why suddenly there are so many people here. I am not used to a server that has a lot of people. They live inside these giant trees that they form to make their houses. And then you can see it's shaping the environment to make their places. And there's that sky. So we have this brand new area and a brand new race. This is her flight form. That's her shape, because she is a druid. And whereas my night elf became that eagle crow / thing, she is a spiky bat. And she is a Wolverine kind of character for their bear form. And when they run, she's in another kind of, she's in an otter form. Oh, look, they have boats on the water. What's the event? I don't know. I've never seen those boats there. It says that first day of the Children's Day? I don't know. Boats are all new here. I have not seen these boats, and they're all over here. It must be an event, but I'm not high enough level with my character. Boats! Look at all those boats!
Harandar.
Yeah, in Harandar. We're going on the river of Harandar.
Well, it must be a strange shape. I don't know.
No, they don't look like it. I don't see any children here, but I don't know. It is still Children's Month here. That is the event of the day. But I can't tell. I'm not high level here. So, those are the flavors of elves. And a few in-betweens. Naval invasion from Lilliput. Yes. Hi there, Marty. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it clearly was. So there's always something to see here. Something new, something different. Am I in Sleepy Boy? Yeah, I can just log out here. So that is my Harandar Yes. Yes, that is my Herondar elf. So all kinds of elves in this game. Right now, though, I generally play Horde, and I generally play, yes, Mrs. Cole, yes. I generally play Tauren. As you can see, I've got 2 Tauren here. These are my main characters. My troll. This is a true troll. My other troll, Mojo Joey. He is my PvP / engineer troll. Paladin, human paladin. I have 1 human character, 2 human characters in the game. My demon hunter and Destry, my Worgen character. And then, you know, it goes down from there. We have an orc, my only orc that I play. Katie Elder, my other human character. His Destry's sister. His little sister. My Drakthir. And yet another Tauren. I play a lot of hunters and a lot of druids because I do enjoy the druid. Well, no. This druid does spells. This druid tanks as a bear, you know. It does the combat. And this hunter is a marksman and fires from a range. And this hunter has lovely horse pets. So they're very different. Each one has, in my mind, a different personality. So they make it, and they have a different play style between them. So there's always something different to think about as part of this game. So those were the houses for now. And the housing system. It's, and this is now, the housing system will always be just a aspect of the game, and not all the players will get into it. My husband, Corey, is over there playing in a raid situation.
No, not.
Oh, he's not. No, he's not. He's not in a raid anymore. But he was playing with a group. And I tend to play solo. I tend to do my own things. Unless I play...
Leveling battle pets.
He's leveling battle pets. How thrilling. Are you leveling a character with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, when I said earlier there were the blood elves, and what the blood elf style was, this is the brand new Blood Elf City. It was in the game since Burning Crusade, but they gave it a little bit of a makeover and modernized it for the game now. Now this is Blood Elfville, you know? All of this is reflecting the Blood Elf aesthetic. You'll find pools and all these rich colors. It has a university
Silvermoon
here.
Students have unique ways of studying the arcane. Perhaps you could learn a thing or two.
There are all sorts of things to do in the game currently. You could do over here somewhere. Let's look at my map. You can do PvP still. You could have fighting with other players. You can come over here and actually you can play hide and go seek. Kid you not. Hide and go seek is now in the game. You will disguise yourself as a decor item and hide and try to keep from people from finding you. So yes, that's a new aspect of the game. Right now, the main event, the main storyline is the fact that, well, the void is coming to this and trying to destroy the world. And we've stopped it for so far, or at least people that play in raids groups have stopped it. But they're invading the town. Let's see, it says 20%. So somewhere here, yes, there are things from the void invading, and you have to stop them. But this is this lovely new landscape for this area. This was up until this expansion, this area was pretty much ugly and hadn't changed since the Burning Crusade, and it still looked like what it looked like after the undead had come through all this land and destroyed it all. And now it's been reborn and regrouped. But there are still things, still problems and danger in the land, because there's always got to be something going on, because otherwise you don't have a game. Right now, randomly around the world, or around this region, there will be a new void rift, which means the creatures of the void are invading. And so therefore you need to stop them. And then when enough people stop that, it moves to a different location. So here is the void event. Here you can see it's a void event. It's all dark and spooky, and people have been killing things here. And I can skin them because that's what I do. I am a skinner. So this looks like it's just gotten over. And it'll move to a different look. Ah, it's moving down there to Runner's Spire. So that's a different event. This event is over. Now we go over to Runner's Spire, which is there. I've located it. Change. Look how the sky changes. And the other thing that's amazing now is this fast flying, which really gives you a feeling of movement and the ability to change the world as you go. This one is disrupt the ships that are flying around here. You need to run through them. So people are going to be running through these ships, trying to disrupt them, trying to blow them up, or run through that, or run through that. And when enough ships are blown up, then there will be a boss to fight. And so yet another event that can go on. Corey?
Yeah.
Did you want to do a delve? I'll get Corey on and we can do a delve together, which is another mini dungeon for 1 to 5 players. I don't care which one you want to do. Muella. Get Muella on then. And then figure out what they've done, what you need to do. I'll just keep going here since while he's getting on a character. That puts him on a tank, and then we can just... I'm on Glint right now for showing off the system. But I think we'll do it together. Having done the wacky parts and the interesting, we'll go through. We will get to the exciting part of the game, because it isn't all just sitting there building. Alright, so there are other players here doing this, blowing things up, but you wouldn't know it. There's so many things to blow up. We're at 99. So let's see. Nope, somebody else did it. Okay. Now I'm supposed to get to the upper platform. And then wait till it opens up. There it is. I'm, of course, one of the first people here. And I need to get a pet out because I don't have my pet. I don't see anybody here. Where are the rest of the people? Yeah. Fortunately, I can take this guy with my self. Ah, somebody else is here. While I avoid things on the floor. There's several people here now. Yep. I let myself get hit. Yes. Bad. And there it's defeated. And we have defeated this particular one. And now another event will move and be open somewhere else. And for my efforts here, I will get a packet which has a bunch of various awards. No equipment though. So then, now that this one is closed, they're opening one over here. So, let's do the college then. I will head back to town. And together, we will do a delve. We do a delve at a very high level. It's interesting. I can tell that there's this stuff all around my screen, the purple smoke, which probably is to indicate there's voidy stuff going on here. So in the Blood Elves, the magic the Blood Elves used was from the Sunwell, and that's the Sunwell beam there you're seeing, surrounded by the voidy stuff. And they were feeding the energy off the energy of the Sunwell, and now the Void wants to steal all that magical energy and draw it into the Void. Alright, so we're going to go do a delve that's set
Silvermoon students have unique
the
ways
college.
of studying the arcane. Perhaps you could learn a thing or two.
So let's go in here. We're going to go to a high level. There are, 12 levels? Yes. Are there 12? Aren't there? Oh, alright. So we're going at the highest level. Literally says, well, hey, I've got a scram and I don't want to wall of tests at you, but suffice to say your games were a huge part of my childhood back in the 90s and it's awesome to meet you. Well, I'm glad to meet you and welcome back. And, you know, we do a live stream during the day. We do one that has, that we talk about Quest for Glory, and we're playing Dragonfire and learning how to play Dragonfire since we haven't played it since we made it. And we'd love to have you there. So thanks for coming, and hope to see you again. And I will eat some food to buff myself up so I'm a little more powerful.
So we have a companion named Valera, so the third player in our party.
Ah, yes, we have.
And we can interact with the Delver supplies here and say view companion supplies to set her role to either tank, healer, or damage dealer. I've been using her, we used to use her as a healer all the time, but lately we've been relying on ourselves to do self-healing and setting her to damage dealer.
Can you hear him pretty well? Because, you know, yes. See you next time. Thanks, literally, Nabisco. Huh? What's that?
I turn her healer and do it slower and safer?
No, you're a tank. Why do you think I pulled you?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I will change my pet, because this pet is a tanky pet. And I will turn the pet and pull yet another one from my stables. Let's pull Lifang. So I have a cat pet. Okay. Now we'll go see what the event is.
State your
this
business.
person, there are several events there could be. This one says that there are Twilight's Blade, the bad guys in disguise, and we need to eliminate them, and we need to, they're hiding in their disguise, so you need to find a way of doing that, and they give you this little eye here, Eye of Revelation. Checking in with a lurk. Good times again. Well, thank you, Ribbon of Attention. This time we're actually going to be playing the game, as opposed to that. Alright.
Be quiet.
Those guys were in disguise, and now we will be able to stop them from their nefarious plots. Yes.
I don't think so.
And we have, or as I've said, we have Valera with us. She will be doing some damage too. It may be out damaging us, who knows. Alright. Alright, she's clearing out that. I see why. There's a prize in the wall over there. So let's get that prize. That prize consists of a little bit of power. as some experience for Valera if she wasn't already leveled as high as she could. So here we are inside the library room, the library building itself, and this is both in this delve and in the game. And we'll get rid of all the cult members that have infiltrated this place. So, this, oh yes, Corey is playing a female Tauren. Right, I'm not playing a male Tauren.
Too quick to counter.
The nice thing also that WoW has let you do is customize costumes of your characters. So I am in my hunter of adventuring costume. Muella is in her everyday warrior costume. The Tauren, yes, showing me that there was indeed a thing to pick up. Kill those things, those monsters of the void. And we can see that that guy's in disguise. And there's a gravestone in the middle of this place. Here lies Elaritina of Earthen Ring, violently slain by Lightbloom Weedling at a tier 11 delve. So they didn't survive this incarnation. Yeah, but we'll try to do better than they did.
Speak no more.
Now, so yes, you can see if somebody else didn't make it in the game. So that's pretty funny, knowing that they were at the same power level that we were. Or thought they were. Thought they could handle it.
Breathe deep.
Can't find him. Can't get that target. Oh, wow. Oh, good. 2 little prizes to pick up. This one. And then we come in this room, and there are some more of the Burning Blade here. That's a Tauren Burning Blade, traitor to his people and his world. He deserves to die. And this one, trying to destroy the world as we know it. So, join the bad guys. Some of our professors are acting quite strange here. I wonder what they think. I've seen monsters, and people are disappearing. Tisk tisk. Let's get that person. However, that person says, you know, we don't need you here. I assure you our instructors come highly recommended. Yeah, well, recommended by whom? Yeah, half the group thinks there's a problem here, and the other half thinks not a problem at all. Not at all suspicious. So, there's a bunch of people. Let's see if we can break their disguises.
Breathe deep.
Oh, yeah, indeed. There they are.
I don't think so.
I've marked my target. Let's shoot it.
Too quick to counter.
There's curiosity. Mislaid curiosity. Not just any curiosity. So in addition to the monsters that in the Twilight Blade, we have something called a nemesis that appears in this. And there are 4 nemesi that are randomly placed around here. And we need to find them because if we kill all 4... Oh, I see another gravestone there.
Right here?
Yeah, such as that one.
Just to the left?
Yes,
Find them both at once? Spicy?
that's a little spicy. I mean, here's a gravestone right here, Corey. Somebody did not make it.
Somebody tried to kill him.
Yes, Bakchi, valiantly
This is for
slain
you.
by indeed. Oop. Slain by bad guy. Oop. Not this. I know there is.
Make haste.
There we go.
There I did execute.
Yes. And there's yet another nemesis. Same kind. Oh, I know what the important thing about these nemesi is. They are skinnable. So good. All right, good. I can get this. I will skin that. And I will skin this one.
We have a professor.
Yeah, we do have a professor here who... Yeah, I got my skin. Who, isn't it all suspiciously just standing there with a major monster over his head?
Now strike. Let's talk.
Yeah, well, that's because we have this special eye. We have our eyes on them. All right, let's see. We don't need to go... Yes, there are some in the building. Quite a few in the building. Oh, the nemesis is around the building again. Ah, yes, I see it.
This is for you.
I would say so. Those...
Speak no
Yeah,
more.
we have a timer. We have to reveal certain things. If you kill the leader to the rest now, that unfortunately there's plenty of followers. If we finally kill the final boss in here, you do get rid of them for a while, but they always seem to manage to come back and infiltrate for some strange reason. I see that, and I will remove that bloodlust that they have on them.
Now strike.
And it is down. Something. This is another thing that can be skinned. You're going to go back there to see if the... Yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to. Go back. Okay. Alright, we have a flag there, which will also...
Too quick to counter.
That flag is also gives us a bonus if we find the flag, so that's in a random spot when we spend the next time. At least several. I will use the banner. See if it unlocks a monster, which it did! Oh no, a new monster to kill! Sometimes it's a monster, sometimes it's just effectively a treasure at the end.
They won't know what hit them.
Alright, she took him out, and it's another skinnable. Isn't that nice? Yeah. We don't have to kill everything. Grand sanctified spoils will manifest upon delve completion. Huh. She found a leaf. Do we want to go inside to get the guys inside? We do need a count. We have 58% of people revealed, and we need more people, and there's a lot of people in here to reveal. Welcome. You should find everything in order here. All right, fine. This person? Well, this person. Yep.
Speak no more.
Alright. That put us at 70%. How many monsters? We have one more. Yeah. Yeah, we need to get these people that are in disguise out of the game. Now let's go downstairs, I guess. On my mount. My hunter's mount. Okay.
This is for you.
Ah, there's some bad guys. We have them. Go get him.
I don't think so. They won't know what hit them.
Alright, those are down. There's a curiosity over here. Ah, and there is our new nemesis. Yes.
Faster. That's a bad combination. I'm gonna pull them over here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Catch.
These are the ones you have to watch the floor because they send things. Yep. I'll move again because if those things hit me, they can kill me. Alright, they are down. Good for us. And once again, these guys are skinnable. Nothing else in this dungeon is skinnable, but these
I don't
monsters
think
are.
so.
I need skins, 'cause I am a leather worker. I can make things with it. It scared my pet out of there.
Time to sleep.
Alright, and there are some things to review.
Ordinary professor and undergraduate student.
Yeah, see what those perfectly ordinary. Oh, in real life, they are ogres!
Speak no more.
And treers and this sort of thing. Alright, that one's one down. Alright, two down. We have 88% of
Too
our
quick to counter.
counter to counter. 94%. One or two more to go, and there's a group of 3 up there to kill. Alright,
Deep.
we'll have to take them out. That says we gotta count. Alright.
Can't catch
And
us.
is that one on you too? No, that's just in the background. Alright, we have killed all the monsters. We have our quota. Yes, we have done everything we can do here except for the final boss. Yeah, he wants us. I am ready. Ready?
This is for you.
I will give us a bloodlust, and that will give us empowerment. Well, we're Bloodhorde. We don't have heroism. We have bloodlust. Horde tough. Yeah, well, I hardly ever take any damage with this fight either. I like this fight. I can stay back and pot shot and not even get worried about getting killed. Other ones of these things, I am really, really having a fight to stay alive. Oh, look! There's a treasure that suddenly appeared here. I can get my treasure. Yep. And open the treasure. Yes. And get the various treasures that I get from each different thing. And hopefully, you know, get an upgrade to my equipment or a way of upgrading it. And that is Collegiate Calamity. This particular delve. And I got a shield that I've already know and an adventurer thing that's far too low for what I need, but I can always sell it to this guy, who'd be happy to sell me other stuff if I needed it. That's no better than what I have. That's no better than what I have. That's no better than what I have. That's certainly no better than what I have. Yeah. Nope, nothing here he can sell me that's better than the stuff I've got in inventory. Let's see, I don't need this, and I can't get give it to somebody else, so I will get rid of it. And this one is not as good as the ones I have, so I will get rid of it. And there we have it. We have done this. On the other hand, this thing, which I picked up, is slightly better than the one I've got, but not quite. And so that's an interesting one. I haven't gotten rid of it because of that. Oh, I need to get rid of this thing, because that won't help me. Oh, I can't sell it. Alright, fine. That's why it's not showing up. Bag. I'll need to just discard it, because it's not useful. It's not sellable, and it's not usable. So I will delete it from my bags. Yep. Oh well. So that was this particular delve. We can, yes, leave the delve by hopping on this leave a bot, which will take us back to the entrance. And we can get out. Are we ready to leave? Yes, we're ready to leave.
Silvermoon students have unique ways of studying
that
the
guy's
arcane.
going to tell me there's a
Perhaps you could learn
job
a thing
I
or
could
two.
do here. So let's see. You could? I'm not sure what my delve situation is. I don't think I've done a lot of delves. I'll have to go where I can tell. I have a feeling most of my people need delves. Oh, somebody stuck a plant there. Are they a person? I don't know. Stuck a plant in the middle of the area. That's a place. Alright, I do not need... Well, I could use one more delve to get the 8th one out of this one. But I don't really need it. I'm sure I've got other characters that could use...
Is your second slot tier 11?
Yeah, tier 11, and 7 of 8. If I didn't have other people that needed it, I would... Oh, people are putting down things here because they can. There's all sorts of pugs and things because they got all those stuff in inventory. And this thing. Uh-oh, I ran through it and I turned into a goblin. I don't want to be a goblin. I'm still a goblin. Oh, now I'm a female goblin. And a male goblin. This is a goblinator? I guess so. Tisk. Well, I guess I'm a goblin for now. Alright. So... Oh, I'm ready for turn in. I can turn that thing in. I have...
More interesting one than
I can turn this quest in because...
female goblin.
Oh, very good.
Pleasantries can wait.
Uh-huh. And I got this
Fight
prize
well.
from doing something. Which... Ah! Complete that. That completed that just by turning in the quest for plants for doing housing stuff.
Are you planning a purchase?
Anything here I want to stick in here? No.
Treat my wares with care.
Go over here to see. Check this one out. Yes, I have finished my tiers, so I'm good. So, you want to do another delve on somebody else or the party?
One more for I need some other characters.
I do too, so I will.
You can tank one. I can come as Ruba.
I could tank one. I can come in as I could come in as Honeymoon, my tank, my druid tank, my Tauren, my female Tauren. This is the female, and this is the male. My female Tauren tank, who is also a druid. So I will log on to her. So this is the actual current gameplay of the game. There are a lot of things we could be doing. We could be doing a dungeon with other people if we wanted to. I forget what dungeon is on. Some dungeon we're supposed to do, which I never get around to doing. We're in Silvermoon City. This is the interior of this place. The inn, as a matter of fact. Coming out. Alright. I am a druid, but I am a Tauren druid, so I have different shapes too. If I go to my flight form, I look like that. if I go to my bear form varies. So my bear form is whatever I choose. You know, it is randomly chooses which bear form I get. Let's check the list and see whether or not I need this one. She has not done anything this week, so she desperately needs to do a couple of delves, if only to try to get some better equipment. Okay, so I am a Tauren druid, and that beside me over there, that's a night elf druid. So we all have different forms. We look differently.
Actually, they can put it up.
Oh, are they? Are you going to play your game then? Okay, well, we'll probably be playing you later then. Okay, so if he's going off to play his raid, then we will be doing something differently. I can see I haven't done anything on her this time. Okay, well, have fun in the raid. I need to get some coupons from housing, which means I need to do a housing thing, which we will go back to doing housing stuff, which is what this was supposed to be. Let's teleport to our house at Razorwind Shores. So she, being Tauren, is Horde, so she will go to the Horde house. And the quest for housing this week, there she is, and she's really appreciating the house. It looks like Silver Moon style house. But it is still lovely, and it's a little later in the day, but the sky hasn't changed much since it is all cloudy today and raining. But she needs to do something to earn some coupons so she can make a prize. So we will go over here, and as I said, you can do things, neighborly things, and I will do neighborly things to benefit this neighborhood and make things better so that I can get some tokens. So I will clean up the rocks that are on the ground and make this a better and happier place. So, or I can do things like, oh, there's this cute little lizard hatchling there. I will pat that hatchling and make it happy, and that's a neighborly thing to do too. And here's a stick in the middle of the road. I will clean that up. And here is a slightly damaged fence post. Well, I will fix that fence post. I will make it better. And then I will do this to see what my neighborly stuff is doing. So, you see, this is my dashboard. Says that I have gotten as much experience for my house as I can. We're currently doing an endeavor, and there are things, these are tasks you can do, and being a good neighbor, we will control click it. It says shift click. Shift click to track. There, we'll track it. We have to do 31 good deeds to get that, to get 50 tickets. Or 50 experience points. Even though we don't need the experience points, we do still need the tickets to buy things. And if I want to buy more stuff, I can come over here to this man, who's this troll, that Zandalari troll, who sells all sorts of plants and things for your yard. And, or I can come over here, and I could, if I were an alchemist, I could be making dyes to color the house and my items in the house, like the walls that we were seeing before. She sells things that look vaguely night elf, because she looks like more like a night elf than anything else, as opposed to this one that looks distinctly like an undead. He'll be happy to sell me some night elfy kind of goods. We'll come over here. Here we have more of the horde style things to buy. This one sells most of the stuff you need for building the house and that, and basic horde stuff. Likewise, she will sell you other stuff that you can put in your house. And each merchant sells a different style thing. And then in addition, that's, you know, on the horde side, you can only get horde things unless you go down to the smugglers. And the smugglers are down here. I haven't been to their place for a while, so let's see if it's changed any. Yeah, it's still kind of cloudy and moist here today. There's somebody's house here. There's a blood elf house. You can see how different they can be from the place I built. Sorry about that. They don't want me to be on their territory, but that's their blood elf house. Here we have a wrecked ship over here. That's part of the decor. And here we have an island that, you know, you can, if you have a guild, you can come up here and put on a play. You can put on, you can come over here and have a wedding. You know, you can RP, you know, this place. It's got plenty of opportunities for RP. And over here are our friendly neighborhood smugglers. And they have dredging material here now. They're really building up this place. Changing it up. They've got this whole cave system. And they've got an entrance to their cave now that they didn't have. Very cool. So they're making the world change as we go along. Now, I don't think anybody sells these things yet. You're not selling? No. I'm waiting for these guys to be sellers, but there's only a few people here that are selling things. Like Len here. She'll be happy to sell you things. And so will... run over here to High Tides.
Yeah, we killed it so fast that...
Alright. We have given up on those things. Ah, but it says I might have... Let's come over here. I have a quest. Oh, that's probably Lore Master. Alright. So, let us go here and do some world quests, because I can do world quests. Godspeed Guild. There are 4 people on. Well, 3 people besides me. Alright. Let's see. Are there any world quests up? Yes, there are world quests up. There's something here called the Root Cause. Talk to Arwina. That's got to be a real quest. I just... Oop, oop, oop. There was a rock. I need rock. Ah. And that's a quest. So we can do that quest. But right now, there is a... Oh, I don't want you to fight you. Go away. Here is a rock. And I am a miner. Like a lab. Right, without having to aggro anything. There. I will mine that rock. Alright. And then I will... Oh, this is a quest. Somewhere here. Okay, right there it says.
On the rules, please do not move side to side.
Talk to Arwina. Breeze through Fairbreeze. Help Fairbreeze. Okay, I can handle that. I will scare this thing. That's what I will do. That will help them. We want them out of the house, out of here. There's a displaced structure that they've had to kill. Ah, there are boats here. So yes, it must be part of Children's Week. That's different. It's fun. And a bunch of people fishing. Alright, let's look around and try to do things for people.
I have to learn more of the Light Bloom, even with the risks of traveling to your homeland.
Lots of things have been killed around here, I see. There are people doing this quest. Oh, I'll bet I'm... Well, we can do this. And then I need to fight erratic lightworms. Ah, somebody else is fighting them. Well, I will pick them up too. No sense in making somebody else do things that I can. I'll get those worms. There. Points. Don't know how to do this. I will click on these people and cage them up. They're caged, and now they can be removed and relocated to for a better place, so they aren't sitting in the middle of the city of the town, which is quite reasonable, you know. You really don't want a bunch of things. But those things, that thing ought to. I don't know why. Sometimes you kill them, sometimes you scare them away. Scare you away? Oh, I get interrupted. You're interrupting me, you stupid things. Stop interrupting me. Suspicious spores. You, go away. Go back where you belong. Alright, let's get rid of these things. And the spores that spored out of them. Okay. There's a couple of cats who need to be replaced. They are displaced, not places. Well, they need to find a new home, relocated to a better place for them, so they aren't bugging all the people. It's, you know, It's dangerous to have big cats in the town. There we go. Those are gone. Let's see where else we can find things to do in town. Well, there's something doing that. Shoot that. But, alright, here's some things to scare. Scare you. Scare, well. That's a different play. I'll let the player get that. I can get this one. Alright. He is caged. Alright. Puts me closer to my limit. This is a growl out and scare him away. That'll scare. And this is a cat. Capture. Alright. You may. 96 points. Just a little bit more. Like one more cat or so. Or two. So if I do a couple of these, I can get the points that I needed, and I don't have to do the rest for the, alright, good go, in a cage, and I have done it. I have successfully done a world quest. Alright, that's one of the 2 world quests I needed to do. Now I can do Beneath the Sails. Let's do that one. For that, I'll fly over here to this lovely, lovely little harbor that is filled with pirates.
Smugglers have no place in
Smugglers,
Eversong.
at any rate.
Let the ashes of their shipments deliver the message.
Let's get rid of those smugglers. We're gonna blow up all their smuggling stuff so they can't ever smuggle again. Or at least they'll see that smuggling is unprofitable. So we'll blow them up. Blow up those Naga while we're at it. Naga are villains. They are bad people.
Next time, they shall think
I have
twice
successfully
before
done that.
sullying our shores
And
with their filth.
I should have gotten what I was trying to do, which is housing dashboard. Complete delves. Oh, I could have done 5 delves, but I should have gotten the quest to get world quests that was here. Which was, I should have clicked on it. Complete world quests. Oh, I need, shift click. Just wanted to shift click there. There, I need a few more world quests. I'm at 13 world quests completed. And I need more. So there's one more in this area, which we could do. And that is up north. Not the direction I'm going. Let's go up north. And then I will have to go someplace else. When is a chair not for sitting? That's interesting. That has got to be decor quest. Hide and go seek, which I am not doing. Career counts. All right, here is a quest. And the world quest says...
Our training grounds are riddled with pests. Your, years of experience should allow you to swiftly handle this matter.
Years of experience, so we have to kill things. Alright, we have a lot of things to kill here. Arcane worms. We have gotten 4 callers. 4 calling birds and 3 turtle doves or so. We have 5 worms and 6 collars, so we're good there. We've gotten all our collars. We just need a few worms. Alright, there's a bunch of worms over there. And 9 worms dead. And we only need 1 more. It'll be fine. We'll do this one.
Perhaps our students should do it
themselves care of that
next
world
time.
quest.
Regardless, your
So,
efforts suffice.
We
For
have done
now.
all the world quests that are available currently in Silvermoon. Oop, and pending incursion, they're at 90%. That means they're only almost about to have a huge incursion of things in the world. So I guess I will go get this rock for one thing. Oh, slippery rocks. Don't slip. There. Alright, I will get this rock. And then I will go see what the situation is. Map says we're still at 90, we're at 91%. Go over the city to the invasion points, the entrance of the city. Okay. Don't have it at the gates yet, but currently there is an invasion point right there. So if I keep going here, I will find the invasion point. Here we have an invasion point.
The wilds of Eversong Forest are being influenced by unstable energies.
Okay.
Purge the afflicted creatures and help contain this corruption.
I see, we're just killing things here because they're all affected by the void. The job of the tank is to take the aggro, to have the things attack you rather than anybody else, because you have more hit points and more sustainability. You have some self-heals, you have some armor that other players don't necessarily have. So you attack when the things will keep attacking you, and then other players can just pour their damage into it, which is the idea between a division of labor in World of Warcraft. I'm trying to get to that thing. Now 50%. Kill those. All these poor animals have been turned into voidy things. Glowy voidy things. Now this is a great place to be if you're a leather worker like Flint. Flint is not here. And I don't skin. I mine, as you can tell. And perhaps I will see if there's any mines around here, because people are handling that situation rather well. They're faster at killing things than I am. There's a mine. Okay. So I will come down here and get this mine, and then go back there and help them with their things. Help them kill the monsters. We have finished this.
They have left their mark on our
Got a
lands.
filled pouch, and
We need to stay
we're now
vigilant.
at 96%. So one more voidy thing should open up that area. Ah, and it's right there. So we will fly over there and probably have to kill more voidy things. Oh, they took it.
Dominar ritualists are
I do
corrupting
need
the
that.
local wildlife to send against our settlements. You must disrupt their ritual and dispose of the corrupted
Alright,
creature.
they're yakking on us to kill these things. So, I guess we should. Let's see where the people are. They are here. Place, wrong time. There it is. Just unlock this ritualist. Don't hurt you particularly much, but you know, it's always a good idea to get out of stuff that's on the floor. Just is. I mean, even if you don't take much damage from it, you're still there's always dungeons where you will. One shot will kill you, so just good general, great awareness. Don't stand in the fire. The warnings you get in WoW. Alright, that is one of those. We have killed 2 Darminars apparently. Here's a third. More Dominar to go, which means we have to kill all the minions that are down below it. And that will unleash him. We'll have the last of the Dominars. Alright. And now killed the thing they were enchanting this whole time, which is that poor giant lynx now. Void corrupted lynx. It was bouncing all around. Just work for this one. What percentage are we at now with that? We're at 99%, so that'll be coming up. Let's go to the main gates and see if that's coming up. Big thing is formed outside and all this blue goo is here. I would think that it's about time for an invasion in the front of the city.
A mass of void energy has appeared at the gates of Silvermoon. Aid the defense of our city.
Shifted characters from ruins at max level. It doesn't actually need to shift. It's always good to get the rewards from these things. Able to put defenses up, and I don't know how. I thought you were supposed to click on something here. It looks like they don't need it, but these all seem to be up. So I guess the only thing to do is to fight them down here, even though it says it's recognized. None of us have ever found to create. So. And it's very different ones this time. Mostly, they're just giving you, mystery meat and stuff that nobody really wants. And since I'm already at max experience, I don't need experience here. So. It's a dirty job, and somebody's got to do it. So we are doing it. Alright, so we have defended the city against those waves. Now they want us to fly over there and stop the monsters that are being corrupted there. I'll let other people do that while I go off and find a mine or two. Because it's not really, strictly speaking, I'm not really needed for that section. And I think they can handle it without me. So I will get this mine. Because I am a jewel crafter and I do not have everything I need to do as a jewel crafter right now. I need to know to make a necklace. That's one of the things I need. I'm supposed to fall through those. Yeah. Get those motes of light that burn me as I pick them up, but they add to my collection. Alright, let's see if there's any mines around here. There are sometimes. And there's sometimes a mine or two up here. I'm not seeing any, so we'll swing around and head that direction. I'm going to go back to the other one in a second. But I'm letting the other people handle the killing of beasties. Besides, the gate's safe. We've saved the gate. Ah, there we go. There's a mine. We'll fly down to the mine. And this is a wild, brilliant silver mine, which means, oh, there are things that will attack me because they are part of it. There are rumbling orlings will attack me because this was a wild mine. And if I mine said orlings, I will get more ore, which is a good thing. So, yes. I get extra ore for those things attacking me. I am now heading into the Zandalar, the Amani troll area. Oh, I just tried to get into this cave and did not successfully do it. Or get stuck. Alright, but I think there's a mine in the cave. And I will mine that mine. Okay, there's that. And then I'll go up in the air again and look for another mine. Because all of these mines contribute to making jewels, which are equipment, and improve your equipment, or they can be given to other characters to do other things, like, the blacksmith can make armor that's metal armor. I'm a druid. I use leather armor, so I don't need that for that. Let's see. I just wanted to find a nice quick mine here. Thank you. And then we'll return to our regularly scheduled defending against the invasion in the other part. let's do... It's about as fast as I can go. We shall return to that area. You can see Silver Moon, you can see... Oop, that's mine. It's mine. I will mine it. It was spawned since I was there. Okay. Keep going. You return back to this mine. It is above us. And it's right there. It's a good mine. And then we will go back to the incursion. See what's the situation. Are we at the front gate finally? I guess so.
A mass of void energy has appeared at the gates of Silver Moon.
Yes, we
Aid the
finished
defense
that
of
one.
our
Now we're
city.
at the final phase. Voids to be disrupted. Void monsters to be stopped at the gates. Picture there. That one has been stopped. There's one over there. That one's getting stopped. This one though. This one needs stopping. Close up that fissure. Stop them from coming through. And you can't do that until you kill all the things that are coming out of it. They're hanging out. Alright, there we go. We closed that fissure. There is, according to that, 3 fissures left. We've got that one. Looks like we're just about got them all. You know, it says 12 out of 15. Because I don't see any more. Oh, there. That fissure's up. Another set. That's what it was. They were all closed. Ha! We've got the exact number. Alright. And the big boss has shown up. There he is. Fools, you cannot maintain this forever. I'll see how you can withstand my latest weapon. And we have the weapon, which is a giant altar. Send me back. Well, I'll come forward, pity. Yeah. He always wants to stomp on me. Take that. Going back at us again. Easing us down. Stomping on his head. Stomping things like that. Alright. Stomping him down. I got this back there. He gets in his shell, you need to actually, there's a person there, and there's probably a person over there. You gotta use these things on it. Nope, nobody's using this ballista. Okay, I will use a ballista. You're in shapeshift form. I will try using the ballista. There, I got it. Now that he's no longer in a shell. But I can shoot him for damage. As long as I keep the damage thing pointed at him. And do 6,000 points every 5 seconds or so. That's not a very good investment, but you know, it breaks the armor if he's put on the shield. Like that. Just get out of that in my bridge, put the shield on. So then somebody has to go back here, get back in here, get out of shape-shifting form. And by the time I get into it, he's probably got out of his shell anyway. But unfortunately, somebody else was hitting you. He is doing his roar. And then I will go back and attack him. They stomped on me. Sent back by his mighty roar, and I will charge him. He's going to do this stomp on us again. We are so close to taking him down now. He has fallen. We have defeated him. Yay! That will be. The void is repelled. And the gates stand. Well done. We have done our duty today, but they will return. Let's repair our defenses and tend to the wounded. And we got a field satchel for that. And we have successfully helped repel the void from Silvermoon City. So Silvermoon is safe once more for all of Horde kind and Alliance for saving Azeroth. And I want to thank all of you for showing up and joining us today. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some laughs. And hope to see you next week. And we will have another live stream showing off the World of Warcraft and its many features. So, take care, have fun, play games. Ta-ta for now. And I can end the stream.